been too long. I know we haven't spoken in a long time, but I really wanted to say something. I'm really sorry for what I did 10 years ago. I've been thinking about it all this time and how horrible I was to you. I truly regret it.
Okay. Hannah?
I mean, I know that you probably don't forgive me, even though it's been this long. I mean, I did steal your husband away from you. I can only imagine that you still have it out for me for what I did.
I mean, you're not wrong. But think of this logically, Hannah. Stealing away my husband isn't something that I'm going to forgive you for as time goes on. But what I'm really curious about is why you suddenly decided to text me an apology after all this time. When you two got together, I know how you two would be constantly making fun of me behind my back just because I couldn't get pregnant. Not only that, but you haven't even paid any of that settlement that we came to either.
Seriously, Jenna, I am very sorry for what I did all those years ago. I mean, after all of these years, I thought it would be great if we could finally bury the hatchet.
Bury the hatchet? Hannah, I'm sorry, but for you to even think that I could just get over what you did, you're dead wrong.
I know that what I'm saying is probably a little out of line, but I really want to make amends. I want us to hang out like we used to. I remember us eating out and having fun. Just us sisters.
All right, Hannah. Seriously, why are you contacting me all of a sudden? It's been years, and you just come out of the blue asking to hang out? Something isn't right. You of all people trying to be all sentimental about what we used to do together.
I mean, it's been 10 years. Of course people will change. In my case, I think I changed for the better. I mean, at the time, I was thinking that if I was happy, then nothing else mattered. But lately, I've been watching some TV shows about family lately. And I started to get a little sad, knowing that I don't have a family like that anymore. I started to realize the gravity of my actions. I mean, since I pretty much just cut ties with everyone, the only person that I was able to even rely on was him. When I started to finally realize that, I started to feel even worse. I realized the stupidity of the things that I had done. And recently, I started to really regret everything that I did.
Hannah.
I know it's really way past its due, but I want to properly meet and apologize for how badly I hurt you. I mean, I also got the money for the settlements and all that ready to give to you as well. So please, could you find it in your heart to meet with me?
Wow, I never would have expected to hear an apology from you. But I'm sorry, I can't answer you right away. You'll give me time to think about actually meeting you or not, won't you?
That's more than fine with me. I don't want to push anything onto you or anything. Honestly, just considering meeting with me is something that I am really appreciative about. All right, I'll be waiting for your decision, whatever it may be. I've been waiting to meet with you for a long time, so I really hope that we'll be able to finally get everything back to normal again. Hey, Mom! Did you get some message or something from some strange person a little bit ago?
What do you mean, strange person?
I was just getting back home from school, but there was this person just standing out front of our house. Like, they were just constantly looking back and forth between our house and their phone. They had this weird smile on their face the whole time. I got scared and just ran to the baseball field.
There is someone outside our house?
Yeah, but not only that, I saw them looking in our mailbox too. It was totally creepy. I took their photo and everything. They are definitely up to something. Do you think we should call the police?
Whoa, hold on a minute, Stace. The person that you saw, was it a woman by any chance?
I mean, yeah, it was a woman, and she did kind of look like you. I actually didn't realize it wasn't you until I had already tried to talk to them.
I think I know what's going on. Don't worry too much, sweetie. They are probably someone that I know. But I'm not really sure, so I'll come by and get you. Just stay put.
Someone you know? Who would that be?
This is just a hunch, but it might actually be my little sister. So when I come pick you up, go ahead and show me the picture that you took.
Your sister?
Yeah, me and her had quite the big fight 10 years ago, which is why you haven't seen her in so long, if you even remember her. Recently, she tried contacting me, trying to say sorry for what she did way back then.
So, you're going to forgive her then? After all this time?
Well, I'm not really sure about that. I'm still thinking about it.
No! Don't do that, please, Mom! Don't forgive her!
Why is that?
I mean, she was super creepy. She is definitely bad news. When I figured out who she was, I hid around the corner to see what she was doing. She called someone on the phone and just started laughing like crazy. She is definitely not someone that you should try and make up with. Don't do it, Mom.
She was making that creepy of a face?
Like, today, a friend of mine and me made up for a little fight we had. You remember that fight I had with Courtney last week, right? Well, she never actually came to say sorry. So I did what you told me to and went to say sorry myself.
Oh, that's lovely, hon. Did you end up making up with your friend?
Yeah, we did. But, I mean, before I went and actually tried to apologize for everything, I was scared if she would forgive me or not. I was super nervous. I mean, when you are saying sorry, you're not all laughing and everything. You're super nervous, right? She was totally different. She didn't seem like she was trying to say sorry at all.
Oh, really? So that's how she was acting the whole time then? Thanks for letting me know, sweetie. I'll make sure to keep that in mind. I'll think about whether or not I should let her off the hook again. Maybe you're right. All right, I'm heading to the baseball park now. Let's head home together.
So, did you ever come to a decision about whether or not you would be willing to meet with me since we last talked? John was also hoping to apologize about everything as well. He seems to be just as remorseful as I am. So, how about us three go out to have dinner together and talk everything over? I know this great restaurant nearby. I think it would be a great place to get everything out in the open.
Sorry to say this, Hannah, but I think I'm going to have to pass. I thought it over, long and hard, but I've come to the conclusion that I just can't forgive either of you. So we'll not be having dinner, nor will we be meeting in the foreseeable future.
What? Why are you saying these things? You know that my feelings are genuine, right? You know that I really want us to finally get back to how things were. You said that you'd think about it. Why did it turn out like this?
Well, I did think about it. Then I came to the conclusion that I don't want to meet you.
But why? I mean, I want to apologize. I want to make things right. I even have the settlement money that I owe you. But why won't you meet with us? Even John wants to apologize and put everything under the bridge. Aren't you being a little hard-headed?
Then I'll ask. The settlement money that you would so graciously bring to the dinner, how much were you thinking about actually bringing? $100? $2? Or were you thinking about bringing just a tip for the dinner? Something just wasn't quite hitting right when we talked earlier, so I decided to have a chat with some of your friends that I knew. Seems like you've been borrowing money from quite a few people, haven't you, Hannah? You've been having some money troubles? I mean, when you're in debt with that many people, I can only be curious how much you were actually thinking about bringing.
Wait just a minute. Why are you snooping around like that? Isn't that, pretty rude to do? But more than that, does the amount of money that I was thinking about bringing really matter? Isn't it the thought that counts?
If simply thoughts are good enough, then keeping it to just text messages should suffice. Thank you for the 10-year late apology. I won't be forgiving you, but I'll take your apology anyway. So, just like I said 10 years ago, have a nice life.
Please, Jenna, don't do this. Don't end it like this, please. To properly apologize, we have to meet, right? Please spare us the time. I really do want to apologize.
Why is it that you want to meet so badly? Could there be something bad associated with us not meeting?
I mean, not really.
If you aren't going to tell me, then I have even less reason to want to meet with you. Goodbye, Hannah.
Wait, please, I'll tell you. So just don't end it like that. I wanted to ask you for your kidney. That's all. Which is why I wanted to meet you in person. I wanted to ask you directly if you'd be willing to offer me your kidney. Please. I told you everything, so please at least meet with me and John.
Whoa, wait a minute. You want me to be your donor? Are you being serious right now? You want me to give you my kidney?
I know that if I suddenly spring all of this on you, it'll be too much to handle, especially through text. So I really wanted to meet you and ask directly.
I'll be honest. Whether you ask me in person or any other method, my reaction is going to be the same. But what's going on? Did you catch something? What happened to your kidneys?
Well, yeah, apparently I have something called renal disease. Last year, I went in to see the doctor for a regular checkup, and they found out that some of my blood levels were a little off. They did some testing and found my kidneys in pretty bad shape. By the time they even knew anything was wrong, it was already to the point that I needed to find a donor.
You've got to be kidding. This is just unreal. To think that my own sister is in such a situation.
I'm feeling the same way. I never thought that I would have anything like this happen to me. But this is my reality. This is something that I have to deal with, which is why I wanted to ask for your help. I can't think of any other way to handle this. You're my last hope, Jenna. You'll help me, right? I mean, you're my sister. I mean, if we're family, then being a donor is perfectly okay. Also, it's not like you need 2 kidneys anyway. There are plenty of people that get by with only one.
Hannah, I'm really sorry. I understand that you're in a horrible situation, but I just can't be your donor.
Why not? You're not going to help me, even though you know how grave a situation it is? I told you everything! Why can't you be my donor? Why are you so cruel?
Just because you told me the truth doesn't mean that you can have my kidney. It doesn't work like that. Have you tried to find a donor some other way? I can't be the only option.
If I try and search for other donors, then the condition will just get worse and worse. I'm running out of time, and I need to solve this quickly. Normally, you have to be put on a donor list in order to get a kidney from somewhere else. But with that, you never know how long that will take, which is why the doctor told me that if I could, I should see if my family could help. If you help me, I would be able to skip the wait and get everything fixed before it's too late.
I see.
Our parents both died early on us. There is no one else that I can rely on besides you. I mean, it's not like it's going to kill you to lose only one of your kidneys, right? Also, it's not like you have a husband and kid that you have to look out for. Unlike you, I have to protect this family that I built. So please, would you give me one of your kidneys?
Excuse me?
Even though I repented as much as I did, even though I apologized as much as I did, you are still not going to help me? You are not going to save your only sister? I can't believe you'd be so heartless, even though you are nothing but a failure that can't even have your own children. If you can't create life, then why aren't you even willing to save someone else's life? Even though you're just some infertile woman, this is finally your chance to make a difference and save someone.
Wow, you've got quite a bit of nerve, saying that I'm cruel after all the vile things you've been spilling. Do you not realize how horrible you're making me feel with all the things that you're saying? Have you actually regretted any of the things that you did to me 10 years ago? Seeing what you're saying to me now, I think all that regret was just a big lie. If you actually regretted what you did, there is no way that you'd be able to say any of the things that you did, no matter how I reacted to your request.
What are you saying? It's not like you understand any of my feelings either. Do you not realize how much of a wreck I am? This disease could be the end of me. I could die, yet you're being caught up on something from years ago. I'm doing everything that I can. I'm desperately trying to cling on to life, using you as my final hope. I did my best to convince you that I regret what I did. I did the proper thing and apologized. That's how desperate I am. Yet you aren't even willing to help me at all.
You're trying to convince me that you regret what you've done? That was your goal? I knew it. Trying to apologize for everything all of a sudden. It was all just to push your own agenda. You never cared about me. You're just as selfish and cruel as you were 10 years ago. Nothing has changed.
But if you decided to actually give me your kidney, then I might actually think harder about what I had done.
Wow, what?
I mean, if you think about it, I'm now talking to you from the heart, right? Having a heart-to-heart, wouldn't that truly mean that we're back to how we used to be? Seriously, Jenna, you can't have children. Not with that infertile body of yours. Also, it's not like losing a kidney is going to be that much of an influence on you, right? So why don't you just try and be useful for once and save your only sister? Who is this? Huh? You made my mom really sad. You really hurt her. My mom says that you are her sister, but that's not true, right? No one tries to make their own family feel bad. You aren't my mom's family. Who are you? What? What is this? What are you talking about? Who is this? I'm Stacy, my mom's daughter.
Your mom's daughter? What are you talking about? How old are you?
I'm 9 years old. Who are you? I said who I am. You tell me who you are. I'm Hannah. How old are you?
I'm about 35.
Then you are already a grown-up. If you are a grown-up, then hurry and say you're sorry to my mom now.
What? Why do I have to apologize?
If you hurt someone's feelings, you have to say you're sorry. That's just what you have to do. You're a grown-up, so you know that, right?
Apologize for hurting her feelings? Is this some kind of game?
Hurry and say you're sorry. My mom is making a really sad face right now. She is sad. That's why I am making you say you're sorry.
Wait a minute, Stacy. I just need to make sure. You're sure that you're Jenna's daughter?
Yes, I am sure. She is my real mom. I don't lie.
Wait, you've got to be joking. Jenna can't have children. She's infertile.
When are you going to finally say you're sorry to my mom? If you aren't going to say you're sorry, then I won't let you talk to her anymore.
What?
Even though you're a grown-up, you still don't know. So I will teach you. When you say you're sorry, you have to say from the heart. You have to mean it when you say it. That's what my mom always told me. So you should remember it too. Don't say you're sorry when you don't really mean it.
Jenna, hey, you there? So yesterday was a little strange. There is something that I want to check in with you, but was that all real? That whole thing about you having a daughter, that was just a lie, right? No, that's all true. By the way, she is actually John's daughter. I didn't find out that I was pregnant until after the divorce.
Wait, you can't be serious. She is John's daughter?
I tried to contact him as soon as I found out, but by that time, you both had already blocked me and cut all forms of contact. I never even knew where you two were, so I had to give birth all by myself.
You're lying. There is no way this is possible.
I mean, since I couldn't get a hold of either of you, John probably doesn't know anything either. Well, it's not like I really want to go out of my way to tell him anyway. Whether you know or not doesn't really matter to me in the slightest. However, now you should know that I have something to protect as well. Since I am raising her on my own, I don't have time to waste on things that don't concern her well-being. My days off, my vacation time, I plan to use it all for her. I have to, since I have no one else to depend on. In that type of situation, I don't have the time nor the will to donate a piece of my body to anyone else.
But, Jenna…
I did some research of my own about renal disease and getting kidney donations. You don't need to have someone from your family do it. Pretty much anyone can give you one of their kidneys. So why don't you just have John give you one of his? Wouldn't that truly be the fastest method?
Of course I know about that! But he doesn't want to give up his kidney no matter what, so I can't rely on him for that. He just keeps complaining that he doesn't want to feel pain or anything, that he doesn't want to give up anything. He just keeps making excuses. Which is exactly why I swallowed my pride and tried to contact you.
So that's how it's going for you. Looking back on when we were trying to conceive, there were a lot of times that he acted like a child and just ran away. Like when I suggested that we try and go for IVF, he just kept making excuses not to go, saying that hospitals were scary or that he would be too embarrassed. If he wasn't even willing to try and cooperate with something like that, it's no wonder that we were never able to conceive when we wanted to.
Wait, you didn't even do any infertility treatment?
Yep, we didn't even properly try once. Yet I still get called infertile and useless by both of you. How do you think I felt at the time? Being berated by two people who were supposed to be close to me.
I never knew about this.
But even though all of that happened, my husband leaving me for my own sister, my life crumbling around me. But there was one thing that kept me pulling through. A little miracle that I named Stacy. She has been my little light, and with her I am truly happy. I will never let anyone take that happiness away from me. So good luck, Hannah. I hope you find your donor, but honestly, this is no longer any of my concern. Goodbye, Hannah.
Jenna! Answer me! Is John with you? He left me a note saying that he wants to live with his daughter. He wants to abandon me to be with you and your daughter!
Thank you. I was just about to try and contact you. Would you be able to pick up your husband? I've been trying to tell him to leave, but now he's just loitering around the front of my house.
No, you can't be serious. He's there? He's already there?
The moment he learned about his daughter, he's been trying to force me to let him meet her. It's sad, right? Even though he was trying to make me look like such a fool for so long. He's saying all this weird stuff. I only ever loved you. Please come back to me. It's really annoying, actually. Can you hurry up and take him back?
What? What's going on? Now he's going to try and trade me in for you?
It looks like he really can't stand having a wife that needs any type of support.
No, I can't believe this. This is just too horrible. There is no way that I'm letting him break up with me.
Wow, so you're not going to let him break up with you? Trash with trash. Gotta be honest, if you're going to keep him, that really takes a weight off my shoulders. I've been telling both of you that I want nothing to do with you. Yet he comes by with this huge apology speech, and even a wad of money that he is trying to throw in my face.
Money? What money?
He bought the settlement money in full, along with child support that he didn't even know he had. I mean, it's not even a small amount. He ended up bringing around $200,000 out of nowhere. He keeps on going on and on about this being in good faith. He's really just not giving up.
200,000? He brought that much? Where in the world would he have been able to get a hold of that much money?
Well, I'm not sure exactly where, but he said that he took out a loan to bring it all here. The best part? He seems to have borrowed it all in your name.
What? He borrowed it in my name? How?
It's actually quite sad to listen to his excuses for this. Hannah isn't going to be here anymore anyway, so there won't be any need to actually pay anything back. I knew he was bad, but this is something that I honestly didn't expect from him.
He wouldn't! How dare he! He's using me to borrow money on the pretext that I'll die? Not only that, but he is going to use that money to try and win you back? What is this? I can't even begin to believe any of this.
More than how despicable he is, he's pretty stupid too. I mean, I have no desire to make any amends, nor even give him the time of day. I mean, with how things are going right now, he's trying to give all the money to Stacy.
He's trying to what?
He's trying to win my daughter over by saying, "Your daddy doesn't need this money, but it's very important, so make sure to take it." I'm having a hard time believing all this too. I let my eyes off him for 1 second and he ends up putting all the money into Stacy's backpack. I can't tell if he's got guts or if he's trying to be clever.
I'm the one who has to carry the burden of that money.
Well, right now, Stacy is taking that burden, so...
Whatever! Hurry up and return John and the money! I still can't believe this, that John would betray me like this. Not only would he refuse to give me a kidney, but he's willing to leave me by the wayside in order to return to you? He is completely unforgivable.
I mean, of course I'll return the money to you. The amount of money that he decided to bring is way too much for me to even handle. Also, it's not like I want a backstabber of a man in my or my daughter's life. I'll leave the money and your husband out on my porch, so please hurry up and pick them up. It seems that Hannah was able to pick up my former husband without much issue. But before he left, he wouldn't stop insisting of at least paying for child support. Before he was dragged off by Hannah, it seems that he went and stuffed about $10,000 into our mailbox. Since he was so adamant about giving the child support money, I think I'll use it to pay for Stacy's future schooling. Soon after, John had taken out a huge life insurance policy on Hannah, claiming that when she does kick the bucket, he'll use the money to raise his daughter. However, when Hannah learned about all of this, she valiantly started to fight against her renal disease. She actually ended up making a full recovery, basically just despite her backstabbing husband. Though I've cut all ties with her, I do wish her luck with her fight. She is my sister, after all. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next one.